I'm on one too. I had a bloom.
It's a mindset.
You got to know your type of
Full
athletes.
bloom.
Agree.
The harvest is plentiful. The workers are few.
A contender, but I think it really, really gives you an upside. You call me an OG.
The game is not over.
Right. So every day it's important that we are intentional about making a positive difference because it changes the world in a better way.
Once the expectation becomes the demand, you're golden.
Welcome back to the Coaches Co-op. I'm Coach P, my lovely co-host, WNBA Tay. Listen, third act of the WNBA season. We're in the last third, the final third. The All-Star break is behind us. The trade deadline is behind us. So, Tay, episode 7, I think. How you feeling today?
I feel great. I'm excited.
You should be. You should be. Listen. So we recorded the last episode 11 days. It's been almost a month since we recorded, actually, because it was 11 days before the All-Star break. And as we do, you know, we clip up the episode. We put stuff out there just to, let people know this is what we do. A couple of fans of the game adding our commentary, right? We got a little bit of, we got some roots in the game. You're a coach. I'm a former coach, right? And yeah. One of the clips, over 10,000 views on Facebook, right?
Okay.
Had some views on IG, had some views on TikTok, but it was Facebook. And we knew this was going to happen, right? We knew this was going to happen. The comments, the collective IQ of just a segment of the fan base is red folder low. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Oh,
Tay, I know you got something to say about that for tea time. What do you have?
listen, people. The first thing I'm going to say is I advise y'all to watch the full clip. Watch the full clip before you comment, right? Because then you're leaving Coach P and I confused. What are you talking about, right? Because when it comes to a certain player, a certain 22, let me just say that I'm a fan of Caitlin Marie Clark. I don't know Caitlin Clark's middle name. I'm a fan of Caitlin Clark, right? I got the posters, I have the shirts, I got the jerseys. I'm a Fever fan, right? But y'all are in the comments ridiculing us like we're trying to tear the young lady down. We think she's a phenomenal playmaker. So, but we're just talking hoops, right? So if Kelsey Mitchell deserves her flowers, we're going to give them to her. And that goes for whoever it may be. So, guys, just watch the full clip. Watch the full clip before you try to attack Coach P and I, because we don't want any smoke. We don't want any smoke. We really don't. But I will respond.
I will say that no, we don't want any smoke.
We don't.
Right? And it's not because we're running from the smoke, because we don't run from smoke.
Never.
It's just that we only want to bring positive vibes to the space.
That's all, guys. Just watch the full clip. Watch the full clip before you click, and comment.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this when we done recording. Somebody reposted the post with the comment, and I just blocked them. But I was like, I can't believe. I can believe. Anyway, listen. Here's today's rundown. So we just hit tea time. We're gonna take you through Washington Watch. We're gonna do our All-Star recap, trade deadline recap. We're gonna do our standings update, of course. We're still tied in the standings, by the way. We're gonna talk about superlatives, MVP race, the rookie of the year, non-race. We have not talked about defensive player of the year at all. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't really pay attention to defense when I'm
Yeah,
watching.
I have to think about that.
So when I think about who's a lockdown defender, I have no idea, but we'll talk about that later. Again, we'll talk about who's first team, who is anybody moved. Then we'll go yay or nay, final thoughts, and then we're gonna get out of here. So listen, before we move on, the Cleveland expansion franchise has a name. Did you see that today?
I did. I thought it was an awesome reveal. I watched the full video. I love the colors. I love the promo. They promote some A2s, I want to say, Asia Wilson 2s. I thought it was a great promo video for the Cleveland Sirens. Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah, and if you don't know what a siren is, it's like it's a mythological creature.
Do you know
Okay,
what a siren is?
I do, I do. So, they were symbolic. They're symbolic of dangerous temptation embodied by women.
Okay.
Okay. So if you watched any of that sci-fi type stuff and you see the sirens, so their song is supposed to be irresistible, right? So they start singing and the men would be pulled towards the sound and it would ultimately lead to their demise. So the Cleveland Sirens are saying, listen, when you roll up to Cleveland, bad news.
Okay. I love it.
Bad news
I
when you
love
go
it.
to Cleveland. So before we move on, actually, we'll hit that one later. So Washington watch. So, dang it, I meant to bring your gift in here so I can show everybody on camera what I got for you. So I had the opportunity to watch the Washington Mystics in person.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So had a lovely time in DC. The way other major metropolitan cities move around the city without having to drive everywhere is
Yeah.
absolutely phenomenal. Puts our town to shame, to be honest
Yeah.
with you. But,
Yeah.
went from a museum to the train. From the train rolls up right at the arena that the Mystics play in. Okay, so I've been to a Dallas game, I've been to a Mystics game. It's all in the last couple of years. I've been to a Liberty game. The Liberty game so far has been unmatched.
Yeah.
Okay, it has absolutely been unmatched. But not bad energy in the building. Not bad energy. The fan base is growing with Washington now. Have been solid in the past, right? Have been solid. So here's my take on Washington. Okay, that's a good basketball team. That is a competitive, physical basketball team. That is a well put together team. Sonia Citron does need a little more help scoring, and I'm talking about with the efficiency. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Sonia Citron, listen, TV doesn't do her justice when it comes to how easy she makes it look. She is phenomenal. She is phenomenal. Kiki Iriafen, she had a double-double this game. So they played Connecticut, okay? They played Connecticut. The best player for Connecticut that night was Adisa Morrow. She was scoring inside and out. She was the only player who really got it going for them offensively. Olivia Nelson-Dota got it going as well, but Connecticut/Houston has zero inside presence. Okay, Olivia Nelson-Dota is not really a big as much as she is a tall, right? But no real inside presence. Anissa Morrow played so well they traded her. But Kiki Iriafen, incredibly physical. Incredibly physical, like a dog.
Yeah.
Right? Now,
Yeah.
she missed about 8 left-hand layups. Okay. She had a double-double.
Yeah.
but missed about 8 left-hand layups. She probably should have had about 35 points. I think she finished with like 20 and 10.
Yeah.
Shakira Austin, uh, they run kind of like an inverted pick and roll with her, right? That's kind of like their go-to set play coming out of timeouts, opening play of the game with her getting to her right hand, driving to the basket. Um, I would love to see her work with a finishing coach
Mm-hmm.
in the off season. Excuse me, just to add because they're running stuff for her.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd like to see her add kind of like a little floater, from about 8 feet out. So
Okay.
when she can't get to the rim, little soft touch floater, I think her game would take off from there. Very solid defensively. They need help at the point guard spot, right? Georgia Amore is playing there. She started this game. She's not bad. She's not bad. She can shoot it. She's actually very solid on the ball. So I was really impressed with Washington. That being said,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna find out if Washington is for real, because the stretch that they have coming up. Now they're sitting in playoff position. They're
Right.
16 and 12. They're 5 games ahead of the team in the 9th spot, which is the Los Angeles Sparks. So they're pretty comfortable unless the bottom absolutely falls out. So speaking of the bottom falling out, so I'm going to pull up their next 5 games coming up.
Uh-oh.
So they're 7-3 in their last 10.
Mm-hmm.
So tomorrow night, they got the Wings. Okay.
Okay. Competitive.
Competitive game. They're only 1 game back of the Wings in the loss column. So when we talk about Washington, so they're 5 games ahead of the 9 spot, but then the Wings are 19 and 11. I think they're ahead of, I think New York has 13 losses, I think. And then Atlanta has 10. Indiana has 10. So they're right there. Okay. So they got the Wings, they got the Dream,
Mm-hmm.
they have the new look Phoenix Mercury, and then they got a back-to-back at the Aces.
Okay.
So we talk about them being in playoff position unless the bottom falls out. The bottom could fall out.
Yeah.
The bottom could fall out. They beat the Aces before the All-Star break, I think, or right after the All-Star break. Great celebration by their coach Sidney Johnson. Google that.
Whoa. Listen.
But
10
the
out of
Aces,
10.
the Aces, the Aces, when you get them, they don't really like getting got.
Yeah.
So they'll come back on the backside and kind of get at you a little bit. So, man, shout out to, I'm so glad that we did Washington watch. Because right now they're poised to get in. We'll know how legit they are over the next week and a half because they've got some tough ones coming up. What do you think? What do you think about Washington?
I don't know. I think everything you said. I do think that they're a tough team. They're a physical team. That's a team that does have a very good inside presence. They have one of the best. They have probably. Well, I won't say the best, but they have a really strong inside presence. The guard play is also really good. I know that last year they weren't as good, but they were always in close games. Like they just could not finish close competitive games. Like 1 possession, 2 possession games, they just could not come over the hump. So, I think we've seen them this year like be able to finish off games, finish off overtime games, things of that sort. So, you know, I'm I'm rooting for Washington. I think they've really worked hard in their rebuild ever since Elena Deladon left the organization. So I don't know. We'll see. Like you said, we have a long stretch coming up. Phoenix is making a push. New acquire, trade Kelsey Plum. They're making a push. Like they're not there, but they are making a push. They weren't. We know we don't really like Phoenix, but they weren't even in the conversation as well as Chicago And now those two teams are creeping up into the conference, which I'm excited about. I'm not a Phoenix fan, but I'm excited because I was looking forward to some good hoops, you know. And as much as I don't like them, I enjoy Alyssa Thomas hoops when she's not killing people. You know, I enjoy DeWanna Bonner hoops at 38 years old. You know, so respectfully. So I don't know. I don't know about Washington. I am excited to see how they face up with their, their competitive matchups coming up. Dallas, Las Vegas. I don't know who else they have coming up, but I'm excited. I'm excited to see. I said that they would not sustain, so we'll see. We'll
We
see.
we both we both said that. We both
Yeah,
said that, but we were intrigued. So
yeah.
that's why we put them on Washington Watch. I forgot somebody. Cotie McMahon.
Love her. I love her. I
Listen,
this is my, I love that she's trying. It's like she's actively trying to gain the title of enforcer on her team. Like she's bullying people for no reason. And she's getting that reputation. And I personally like it because you need some of those in the league. She's been physical since
yes.
her in her college days. She was physical at Ohio State, brought that same energy to Ole Miss. And that was one of the perks and why the organization wanted to draft her. Her physicality, her strength. They said she had a pro ready body, right? And I think she's very physical and she shows it. Pushing a Rike
Listen,
around with
get off
intention.
me
With intention.
with intention.
She wants to take.
Get off me. I step over you.
Yeah.
Listen. So first of all, her first step is so quick.
Yeah.
Do you know who Saquon Barkley is?
I'm so sorry. I know who Saquon Barkley is. He's the Eagles running back. Duh.
Right. So one of the things that people would talk about was like his quads.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like he had these. So same thing with Cotie McMahon.
Yeah, she's a strong young lady.
Man, and when I tell you, and when she gets it, so one of the things that I've been watching is when is she on the floor? Because she started for them earlier in the season, right? She's been coming
Mm-hmm.
off the bench lately,
Mm-hmm.
but late in games, she's on the floor.
Yeah.
She's the other who can just go get a bucket,
Yeah.
right? So exactly how she fits into what exactly they're doing, what kind of waits to be seen. But she's the other kid out there, the other young lady that can absolutely go get a bucket. And if she doesn't get a bucket, she is very, very good at getting to the free throw line.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, man, kudos to the young Mystics. Kudos to the young Mystics, man. Shout out to DC. Spent 5 days in DC. Absolutely enjoyed it. It was awesome. All right, All-Star Weekend recap. Your MVP of the All-Star game. So this is a pretty neat stat. So Jonquel Jones, she went 22, 13, and 8. Okay, great performance for her. Her team is on the struggle bus, really though. But she is the first player in league history to win a WNBA MVP, a Commissioner's Cup MVP,
Mm-hmm.
a Finals MVP, and now an All-Star MVP.
Yeah.
So good job, Jonquel Jones. She still needs to get down on that block a little bit more, in my
She still
opinion.
needs to she needs to get in better shape. Respectfully. Love Jonquel. All-Star game MVP, Jonquel. She did awesome. I thought there was some excitement with Marina Mabry. Caitlin Clark started the game off, really gave like the spark to start the game off. Jonquel kept it going. Alicia Gray hit some big buckets. Then Marina Mabry, I think in that second quarter, she really showed out. So I had a decent time. I won't say I had a good time watching it because I definitely turned it off. I just cannot accept the fact that they won't play like 50% defense. Um, I just can't. But I mean, I did think there was some excitement. The MVP of All Star Weekend is Dejanay Carrington. Take that how you may. She didn't play in the game. She wasn't an all-star. She's the MVP of All-Star Weekend.
Okay, and what are her stats? What are she didn't play, but what were her stats for All-Star Weekend that makes her the MVP?
One thread posted at 4 a.m. that that is equivalent to her scoring 40 in the All-Star game. That's all I got.
Shout out to Dejanay Carrington, back from injury,
Yeah.
back from injury,
And rolling.
and back from wherever else as well. All right,
From the trenches, back out of the trenches.
yeah, so to your point, I hate when the defense isn't just like, come on, it makes the lack of like competitiveness. We know you don't want to get injured, all of those different things, right? But it can make the game unwatchable.
Man, because this is my thing. I mean, you put your body on the line. I understand that there is a possibility that you can get injured. Going back though, how like when did the tables turn? Right? Was there an increase in these all-star players becoming injured because of all-star? I can't recall any big names who have been severely injured in an all-star game. Kobe Bryant broke his nose or something years back. I just can't like recall a string of injuries that have taken place because of all-star. So I don't know when the tables turned. Also, I just kind of think it defeats the purpose a little bit, because the purpose of all-star, right, is to watch all your favorites come together. You have all these debates about who's better, and you get to see these people face off. We want to see Asia Wilson really face off with Breanna Stewart. We want to really see Caitlin Clark face off with Kelsey Mitchell, and like, these teams really face each other, and we see who comes out on top, and it kind of settles like these fandom debates a little bit. But we're just watching them just throw the ball around and shoot layups, which we could do watching them at shoot around.
We can come and watch shoot around for all of that.
Exactly.
So
So
but shout out to the ladies.
yeah.
Um, for those of you who bought tickets and were disappointed, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I
I
think
wonder how
it's more so about the events, really. I mean, if I'm going to All Star, which I've been saying I was going to attend All Star the last 3 years,
yeah,
I'm going to
it's
party. I'm going for the events. I'm going for the table talks. I'm not really going for the game.
right. And that's a huge part of it. So,
Yeah.
here's a list of players who have been injured in an NBA or WNBA All-Star game. 2010 Kobe Bryant, but it was an ankle.
Okay.
Okay. It was an ankle after a hard closeout by Dwayne Wade. That was in 2010.
Purpose.
Isaiah Thomas, little Isaiah Thomas, Boston
Yeah.
Celtics Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah.
2017 All-Star Weekend. He actually played through a hip injury that got worse.
Okay.
Right. And then in a WNBA All-Star game, Sue Bird got a bone bruise, which required surgery. And according to Google, caused her to miss the rest of the 2019 regular season. Actual on-court injuries are very rare, actually. But,
Yeah.
if you're a player, you probably only need to see one, right? And then everybody's got a little bang up, right? Everybody's
Yeah.
banged up a little bit. So
Yeah.
nobody really wants to, exacerbate any injuries, but people are paying good money to go and see y'all.
Good
So
money, and we don't need 100%. We just really need 50 to 75. And then there's so many players that are getting, that are needing rotations. We're not talking playing 20, 30 minutes, you
right,
know.
right.
So I do think there's even, listen, President Barack Obama said it out of his mouth, and I'm gonna always run with that. He asked for these young men and young ladies to play a little bit more of a competitive game, and we haven't seen it yet. So
Listen, put that
listen
put
to
that
President
money.
Barack Obama.
Listen to 44. Put that money up and then make the end an Elam ending. I
Yeah.
love the Elam ending. Love that. Love that. Love that. All right. So Phoenix is actually 9-7. So in a loss column, Phoenix is 7 games back of Washington. It's a 44 game regular season, so they're 7 games back in the
Mhm.
loss column with 11 to play. I don't think it's not even realistic. Like Washington would just have to lose out. Phoenix would have to win out for them to have the opportunity to get in. So Kelsey Plum to Phoenix, with Phoenix not having a great chance to get into the playoffs this season, what's that trade about?
Well, listen, I'll say this. I watched the game last night, Chicago versus Phoenix. And
Mm-hmm,
my God, I mean, she came in instantly and she just landed. This trade took place overnight between Saturday and Sunday. She plays on Monday evening. And my God, I mean, immediate impact. I think she had 20 points in 20 minutes, hit the go ahead bucket really to secure the win. um, and I'm like, is she comfortable in their sets yet? Is she comfortable in their system yet? I know we're on the second half of the season, but like again, and these are players that she's played with. She's played with Copper, she's
mm-hmm.
played with Thomas in USA basketball, right? So they
Yeah.
just looked so comfortable already together. And I think that if they're going to make a surge, because they have the potential, let's be honest. Again, we're not the biggest fans of the Mercury, but let's be honest. They have all-stars on their team. We're talking MVP candidate, well, past MVP candidate, Alyssa Thomas, her wife, previous all-star champion, Dewana Bonner, Kalia Copper champion. I mean, they have the pieces. I don't really know what the hiccup was at the start of the season, but if they're going to try to make a surge, which in this league you have to, you're professionals. We're not giving up. We're too far off to tank. We don't need to tank. You don't need to tank, right? So they don't need to tank. They're not that bad, right? They're not even close. So I think it was a good trade. Now, why it's a good acquisition for Phoenix. Why Kelsey Plum decided to leave Los Angeles? That is the bigger question. Did she request a trade from Los Angeles? Was Los Angeles not happy with what she brought to their organization? Was she not fitting in well with the other players? I am curious as to what ignited the trade and what Los Angeles got in return. That I have not done my research on. What did Los Angeles receive in return?
Okay, so they got Monique Akoa Makani, she can actually shoot it a little bit. I like her.
Mhm.
I
Yeah,
like her. Got to see her in the playoffs last year. They get a 2027 first round pick and then a 2028 second rounder.
not worth it. Phoenix won the trade. Okay. So moving on from that, not worth it.
Did they though?
Absolutely, they did. Absolutely. And again, like I said,
So
watching the full game last night, it was clear that Kelsey Plum, I mean, she came to get buckets. She came to bring them exactly what they've been missing this season. Probably should have happened a lot earlier. Then Phoenix probably would be in playoff position. Los Angeles, let's just be honest here. They've had these draft picks in the past as well. What have they done? They have consistently they've consistently proven not to develop their draft picks. We're talking Zaya Cook, Rakia Jackson is gone in year 3. Cameron Brink, we've not seen what we wanted to see from Cameron Brink. They had Tanaya Latson, she's gone to Vegas. Sanaya Fagan, I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Right?
yeah.
What draft picks have we seen them really develop into go-to players in the last 5 years?
I'm gonna be honest with you. So when the trade happened, well, when the rumors came out
Mm-hmm.
and they were saying, Kelsey Plum does not want to be in LA.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna have to move her
Mm-hmm.
because she's a free agent. And they don't want to, get nothing in return, right? So that's when we knew the trade was coming. LA is giving Chicago West. That's what LA is giving.
And way worse, to be quite honest. They're giving worse. I don't know what I don't know. I don't know.
And I feel bad for Nneka Agwumike from a competitive standpoint.
Right.
right? Because I mean, they were able to scratch out a win against Portland the other night. They're still the closest team to the Washington Mystics. They
Yeah.
lost Kelsey Plum for weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Um, was she? I'm not going to start that rumor, but I'm going
Yeah.
to say it anyway. Was she healthier sooner? Right? Um,
She was sure healthy last night.
yeah, right. So just a couple. Man, just it's given the dysfunction that we've seen in Chicago the past few years.
Mm-hmm.
It's given that LA has that same level of dysfunction going on there, because to lose Rakia Jackson, to
Yeah.
lose Kelsey Plum, um, you
As the
know,
Ray Stevens.
to lose Azare Stevens, they've been kind of running through coaches,
Yeah.
so it also makes me, when I think about Nneka Ogwumike, the penultimate pro, Madam President of the WNBA Players Association,
Yeah.
has the respect of everybody in the league. Um, I wonder if there were business reasons for her to, to go back to LA. If there's
I
no
think her
business
roots
reason,
are there, right? Her roots are there. She won a championship there.
right?
She's
But
probably looking at retirement soon. Huh?
but come home, come on home.
Hey,
Come on back to
and
you.
she just may, right? She just may.
Just come on back to Houston. So LA gets the draft capital.
Mm-hmm.
Man, they got so many holes in that roster. I'm gonna tell you who I love. I think her name is Ray Burrell. Hopefully, I'm
Yeah.
not messing. Yeah, Ray.
Yeah.
I love
Ray
her
Burrell.
woman. Um, I absolutely love her, but man, there's no real depth in the backcourt. They just don't have it. So Phoenix gets Plum. They got an outside chance. Uh, if they don't like the Sparks, if the management in Phoenix doesn't like the management in Los Angeles, then win as many games as they can. So that first round pick that they just gave to LA is not a great pick.
Yeah.
That's it. Anissa Morrow traded. So um I think Connecticut is tanking, but we're gonna come back to that for yay or nay. Uh that when I tell you that's a bad basketball team, that's a they just don't have the players. They just don't have the players. There's number 47. I like little number 47. I can't remember her name. Let me look her name up.
Let
Let
me
me
just say this and
go
respectfully
ahead.
because this is my org now. By the way, this week I'm starting a campaign. I need courtside season tickets to the Houston Comets games. Two. I need two courtside season tickets to the Houston Comets games. But I do not watch Connecticut Sun basketball games. I'm just gonna say that. I'm gonna be clear. Respect to the Sun because this is my new organization. But until 2027, May 2027, to be clear, yeah, they will not be getting a view out of me. Because, like you said, that is a bad basketball team with some
That's a bad.
amazing players. Amazing players.
You
Bad
know,
team.
just unsustainable. We talked about Olivia Nelson Adota, and she is a solid player, right?
I
But
think she's awesome.
she's more tall than big, right? Um, what's her name? Brittany Griner didn't play. I don't know if she's injured or not, but she didn't play. She wasn't even dressed for the game.
Yeah.
Little number 47, Layla Lacan. She's
Yeah.
from
I know.
France.
Mm-hmm.
Like her.
Yeah.
So she was here's what I loved about her game. So I think we definitely should keep an eye on this young lady because she had the assignment of guarding Sonia Citron,
Mm-hmm.
right? And she was guarding her.
Did she come
She
from Phoenix?
I don't know. I think you might be thinking about the young lady who just got traded. The
Possibly.
Akoa
Possibly.
Akoa Makani, I think was her name.
Possibly.
But she also handled the lion's share of the point guard duties for them
Mm-hmm.
and did a good job of getting them in the sets. Also did a good job of attacking the paint and hunting her shot. So she's averaging double digits on the year. So she's not a bad little player at all. So keep her. Keep her. I think the Houston fans would love her. But geez Louise, that roster needs some work.
Listen, I would love to keep her. I love to keep Olivia Nelson-Adota. When she's been in Connecticut for a while now. She was in Connecticut when they had Alyssa Thomas, Dejanay Carrington, Dewana Bonner. They were making their playoff push. Courtney Williams, and she gave amazing minutes like every night. Brianna Jones, like she was a part of that, and she gave awesome minutes. She was an awesome player. I just don't. She's not necessarily a go-to, but she is a player that I would like to have in my organization. So I mean, keep Nelson-Adota, keep our point guard. I mean, I would love to have kept Anissa Morrow. I don't know
Hey,
why.
listen,
What happened there?
she was playing too well. You
And
about
we
to mess up the
still,
draft. You
and we
about to
still,
mess up the draft pick.
and we still
Listen,
suck.
Anissa has added the 3-ball. She's added the 3-ball. She was really efficient. Okay, let's get to
Yeah,
the standings update.
yeah. I have some things to say about that.
About the standings.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Okay, let me get it pulled up here. You know I don't never know how to work this thing,
Yeah, and
y'all.
I'm not gonna be able to see it, so you're gonna have to call it out.
All right, so we gonna share the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, you can't see it, but it's on the wrong slide. So there we go. All right, we're
Okay.
full screen.
Oh, I can see this. Yeah.
Bam. So that's not actually the slide I want it to be on. So
Okay.
we're still at a tie.
I
So
can't see that.
where are today's standings? Right here. It's got the wrong date. Don't worry about the date. The standings are correct.
Okay.
The Minnesota Lynx.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, man, 25 and 6,
Rolling.
10 in a row. And they just got the best free agent available in the Nafisa Collier.
Oh,
They got her out of their own training room.
yeah.
Right? So look at those Mystics. Mystics are there, the Sparks hanging out
Yeah.
in the backyard. So what do you have to say about these standings, Tay? What is it? What is it? What you got?
Oh
Remind me.
wow. The other
If you
they are this listen, and this is like, besides the Lynx, of course, this is like the closest I've seen the standings. Uh-oh.
I'm gonna bring it back up in a second. Let me change the date because people are gonna watch this and be like, "Man, that date was wrong." You
And
know
we don't care.
Yeah,
I
but
have an echo,
you know how I don't hear it. We don't hear your echo on this side.
but
You
it
know how
bothers
those people are. They're gonna be like, "But they had the wrong date."
the echo's bothering me.
There's no echo, Tay, I promise.
There is.
Only you can hear it.
It's bothering me.
But nobody will know if you don't say it. All right, here we go.
And this is the problem with men. They don't listen. Okay. I think this is the closest, besides the Minnesota Lynx, that we've really seen these playoff teams in a long time. I mean, this is really competitive. For example,
I put the date on the wrong slide. I fixed the date, but I put it on the wrong slide. The closest you've seen the standings in a long time. Yes.
at any given moment, right? So let's just talk about like this 2 through 6. At any given moment, this could change, right? The Fever had an opportunity to move to the 3 spot on Sunday.
Yeah.
The Aces are on a really
So they had
severe
a
road trip.
chance to move up on Sunday. What happened on Sunday?
Sunday was, oh my God. It was good hoops. I was in heaven. I think that the Indiana bench has to do a better job. I think that the Minnesota Lynx starters just all decided that they were going to come out and eat on Sunday. Courtney Williams really stepped up. Nafisa Collier went to work when Olivia Miles was not in the game. Olivia Miles annihilated the entire Fever defense. I mean, you can't do anything about that.
And the reason I asked is because there has been. So I am a fervent advocate for Olivia Miles for MVP.
Yeah.
Going back,
she's not gonna win.
She's probably not gonna win. Okay, because of the historic season that Asia Wilson is having. Listen, Asia, change the logo now. Okay.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be closer than a lot of people think. But the reason I really wanted to talk about this is because the comments.
Yeah, I've seen those.
So there's a couple things. So I talked about Olivia Miles for MVP. But I also said, and this was controversial, I also said that I thought that player A wasn't the best player on the roster. I said I think player B is the best player on this roster. Okay? And then, in a tizzy. Go
ahead and tell us. Who's player A, who's player B?
Okay, so you want me to say it again?
Yeah. Give it to us.
Again. So I said I think Kelsey Mitchell is the best player on the Indiana Fever roster.
It's very controversial.
It's very controversial. My evidence for that is, listen, when Caitlin Clark was out last year, here's number one. When she was out last year, Kelsey Mitchell kept them rolling. If we flip that, do we see the same results? I don't think so.
This is my take on the whole Fever, Caitlin versus Kelsey. Right. So we have to remember Kelsey Mitchell has been a Indiana Fever since 2017.
Yes.
Right. Caitlin Clark came to the team in 2023. So prior to this, Indiana has never seen the win column. Right. And that's not to take away from Kelsey and her excellence. But we do have to acknowledge the fact that when Caitlin Clark touched the roster, she genuinely helped the organization get into the win column. Right.
Yes.
Also, we have to give credit to Aaliyah Boston. Right. So I think that Kelsey has always been this amazing player, but they finally surrounded her with the pieces. Right. Caitlin Clark she's the attention drawer. She's the playmaker. And it opens up so much room for Kelsey to just shine. Same thing with Aaliyah Boston. So I think that we really have to stop the who's better, because they just make each other better. They make each other better. They're both. They both carry the team. All three of them. No, all three of these players carry the team in their own way. And I take accountability as well, because I also said that Kelsey has been carrying the load. But they all carry the team in their own way. I mean, Aaliyah Boston is she's my favorite post player. I will always say it. I have no shame. I love how traditional she is. And then she's extending her game to be able to shoot the 3-ball. Caitlin Clark is a playmaker. She draws attention. I mean, and then Kelsey Mitchell is just a killer scorer. So you really get the best of all things with those three players.
Yes, I do not disagree with you at all. And in a conversation that, in an MVP conversation that forces people to say, what about Caitlin Clark? And my response was, hey, right now, I don't think she's even the best player on the roster. So I can't put her above Olivia Miles for MVP. Not trying to drive a wedge between the two players, just my opinion, right? Just my opinion. And then the other thing is nothing. I want to move on. I don't want to talk about that.
They're both awesome, but Kelsey Mitchell she has been the more efficient player. She's been the more efficient player. And that doesn't take away from Caitlin Clark, because Caitlin Clark is one of the reasons why she's able to be so efficient. But Kelsey is a vet. She's awesome. She's been awesome. But also her playing around those awesome players really gives her the room to shine. So
And look, let me say this. Man, if you watch Caitlin Clark play, the girl can go.
yeah,
She can absolutely go. Now, she's not a vet yet.
yeah,
So I think as she continues to grow in the game, because look, she leads the league in technical fouls,
yeah.
right? So I think there are some just small pieces of her game that still need to grow up, and I think that's one of them.
Yeah.
When that happens, when she becomes that vet, right? And we're not worried about every single call and just hooping, right? Then she's gonna definitely be a force to reckon with. And we also, just from an efficiency standpoint, we also want her to be more efficient. Right? Speaking of efficiency, the Minnesota Lynx. I'm so sorry. The Minnesota Lynx are 25-6.
They're awesome. But they've been awesome for the last few years.
And the reason Olivia Miles is my MVP candidate is because who expected this? So Olivia Miles is my MVP candidate. Cheryl Reeve is my number one candidate for Coach of the Year, right? Because she's not only the coach, she's the GM. She makes all of those changes. Knowing we gonna be all right.
Yeah.
Nobody expected 25-6.
She's done a great job. Both of them.
One person. Not one person. My number 2 candidate for Coach of the Year is Natalie Nakase, Golden State Valkyrie. They just getting it done. Just getting it done. I mean, they are absolutely just continuing to get it done, right? So let me pull the standings back up here.
Olivia Miles is crazy. Let me just say that.
Listen, I mean, Dawn Staley going crazy on X about her, talking about she just saw a new logo.
Did you watch the game?
I caught bits and pieces of it. I had
my God. It was her and Kelsey were going bucket for bucket. And I'm talking like highlight buckets. It was your dream. You would have loved it.
Man, I'm so excited for like this final stretch of the season. Everybody, the league is not real big, so everybody's still getting a chance to play everybody. We're possibly gonna see some movement in the standings. Either everybody's gonna beat up on everybody, or we're gonna see the better teams truly separate themselves, right? So we'll be looking for the aces. Let's see if they're going to truly separate themselves. Let's look at Golden State. They're sitting right there with the aces. Let's see if they can truly separate themselves. And then you got Dallas, Indiana, Atlanta, New York, and Washington. Just 2 games separate all of those teams. 2 games in the loss column. So, man, good stuff. We both picked 7 of the 9 teams. So we're still tied.
Yeah.
I
won't get better because I picked Golden State to be out of there. And they're clearly not going anywhere.
So I picked Minnesota to be out of there.
Yeah.
Like I and this is when go back and watch the episodes. I was like, listen, if Minnesota gets in the playoffs, it's because Olivia Miles is Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Right? Little did we know that she was like y'all get on my not on my back, y'all get on my fro. Everybody jump in my fro and let's go do this thing. Right?
Yeah.
Golden State is the picture of consistency. Atlanta confuses the hell out of me because they got their heads bust yesterday.
Somebody has to go.
I told you who.
Somebody needs to go.
I told you.
Yeah.
I told you a couple episodes ago.
And so T is fans were upset because Atlanta was a destination spot, a possible destination spot for Kelsey Plum. Right? And I don't know what the discrepancy was there, but I think that it was Atlanta. And this is what I'm seeing on X and Threads.
Mm-hmm.
But it was Atlanta that didn't really want to really put in the work to attain Kelsey Plum. Did I say Mitchell? I meant Kelsey Plum. But
I know you're talking about Plum. That's interesting because I don't think she would be a good fit there.
Something has to change. That's all I know.
Right. And look, I said it a couple episodes ago. I'm gonna say it again. I think now Ryan Howard leads the league in steals, right?
Yeah.
But maybe it's the coach. Maybe the coach is gonna be the first scapegoat, right? Because usually when you have stars, I don't know if the WNBA has turned into this league yet, but usually when you got a team full of stars, the coach usually is the first one to go. So
yeah, they're getting close to that.
Yeah. So so they're they're locked in. Indiana's a lock, Atlanta's a lock, New York is a lock, Washington not quite a lock, Minnesota's a lock, Vegas, Golden State, Dallas is a lock. Right? All of those teams are locks. All right, superlatives, MVP. So Asia Wilson is obviously your candidate.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, Olivia Miles is so good. And I think she is so deserving. I'm a Notre Dame fan. So I can say I had a little bad blood with Olivia Miles this past year after she left the Irish.
She left.
Right. But she is so good. I mean, my God. But then you have Asia Wilson. And it's like every time she shoots the ball, it goes in. It's actually sickening. But then you have my parlay last night. And she gives us only 23 points. And that's why she's my number one candidate. Because I have to say things like Asia Wilson only scored 23 points. And that's a bad game for her. I mean, it's not even close. It's bad.
Yeah.
We need her to go on maternity leave. If anybody else wants a chance, y'all won't get a chance until she's on maternity leave.
These are her numbers, okay? So she leads the league in total points.
Yeah.
She leads the league in points per game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She leads the league in blocks per game. She leads the league in total blocks. She leads the league in field goals made. She leads the league in 2-point field goals. She leads the league in 2-point field goal attempts. She leads the league in player efficiency rating. She leads the league in win shares. She leads the league in offensive win shares.
She leads the league
in defensive win shares. Let's see what else she leads the league in.
She leads the league. Period.
That's it. So she leads the league. So my vote. So I don't know if this makes any sense, right? Because knowing that she may not win, I'm going to say I would still vote for Olivia Miles, right? Is that kind of like throwing a vote away?
No. It's not throwing a vote away. I think it's very justified. I mean, again, Asia is genuinely, she's really in a league of her own.
She's going to win it.
She's going to win because you cannot justify not voting her. Except just simply being an astonished fan of Olivia Miles and what she has done for the Lynx team, holding her team at the number one spot, carrying them genuinely. And that's enough to make a case. And if Asia Wilson was on maternity leave, injured, God forbid, or not in this league, God forbid, she would be the number one candidate.
I do believe she would be the number one candidate.
Absolutely.
So here are your top 5 players in win shares. Top 5 WNBA players in win shares.
I'm winding down 13%.
All right. Asia Wilson. We just talked about that. Number two. Jessica Shepard, who's having a damn good season as well.
Most improved player.
Yes, she should definitely win most improved player. Then we got Kayla McBride and Olivia Miles. So Olivia Miles finds herself in the top 5. She's number 4 in win shares. So she's just having a damn good season. So what about Paige Beckers? What do you think Paige Beckers falls in this conversation? So let's talk about Paige Beckers, Jessica Shepard, Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlin Clark. What about them? Where do you think they fall in this MVP conversation?
Well, I put first of all, it's like a tier A, tier B, tier C. Right. And I think right now the players that are tier A are Asia Wilson and Olivia Miles. Your tier B, Kelsey Mitchell, Paige Beckers. Your tier C, Caitlin Clark. Jessica Shepard is not on my MVP list. She's on my MIP list.
Okay.
Even Jackie Young is starting to make a really good push and showing out the way that we're used to her showing out. But Paige, she's one of those players like Kelsey who just does it so consistently. Right. And we know that also it's so hard for a guard to win this superlative. So the fact that Olivia Miles is even in conversation shows how amazing she's playing. But Paige and Kelsey have been doing this, consistently. I don't think that Paige has given us enough. Kelsey either in terms of where their teams stand. Same with, of course, Caitlin Clark and Jessica Shepard. They're on the same teams, right? But in terms of how they've helped their team win, I think that's what sets them out of tier A. Right. So Asia Wilson, Olivia Miles are carrying their teams to wins. Right. First and second place in the league in the standings. And I think that's one of the big difference makers. Wins.
Winning matters. Winning matters. And what I want people when they watch or listen to this to understand is that when we talk about the player performance and the team performance, we're talking about the impact that player has on their team.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, Asia Wilson is so good. Rookie of the year. It's not a competition.
Yeah.
But let's talk about we need to make up. Last year we made up an award for Kelsey Mitchell. We call it the Rubber Ducky Award.
Yeah.
For keeping her team afloat.
Yeah.
We need to make up an award for Sydney Taylor. She's not going to be Rookie of the Year.
She should be
make up an award for
WNBA All Rookie First Team.
Right.
So that'll be.
Hold on, before you go there. So she's a WNBA rookie, but she's technically not a rookie.
She's a rookie.
Okay.
Yeah. 2 years overseas. She's not very old. 2 years overseas. Undrafted is undrafted. Coming out of a really good school in Louisville.
Yeah.
So I have 10% by the way.
Okay. All right. She's got 10%.
Wait, but we have to talk about Sydney Taylor.
Sydney Taylor, go. We're almost at the end. We're about to wrap.
Yeah. That she's a rookie. We're not gonna take that away from her. Chicago took a chance on her, and I think that she has really. What am I trying to say? She they made a great decision. And she's proved them right. And I'm really happy for her. And she's an amazing player. And you talked about Ray Burrell earlier. That's kind of my player comparison. But she's better. Respectfully. That girl is a hooper. She is a dog. As coaches, me and you, if a Sydney Taylor walked into our gym, we would not sleep in that because of the excitement.
Oh, yeah. That is the excitement, the activity, the competitive spirit. Love all of those things.
When she walks down the hallway, she euros on people.
Euro around the teacher to get in the classroom.
Yeah, for sure.
Real hooper.
Yeah.
What if Olivia Miles was a candidate for Defensive Player of the Year? She actually has the best defensive rating of any player playing more than 20 minutes a game.
That's interesting.
It's very interesting. All right, first team All WNBA. Actually, here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna put together your list. I'm gonna put together my list. We're gonna pick 10. We're gonna go first team and second team, and then next episode we're gonna compare our list. We also have to do our film breakdown for Ryan Howard.
Okay.
We got to do that as well. All right, here we go. Yay or nay? I got some good stuff for you here. Okay, yay or nay? Angel Reese is a mean girl.
Nay. Not the Barbie.
Okay, just wondering. Because sometimes I watch, her on the court, and I'm watching, like, if you didn't make the right pass or something like that. So, just wondering.
Oh, I know who's the mean girl. We'll talk about that on next episode.
On the next episode. Okay. Kelsey Plum is a problem child. Yay or nay?
Nay.
The Las Vegas Aces are the best passing team in the league.
They have the best passing guard in the league. And when I say best passing, I mean to the flashiest.
Jackie can pass that thing too. Who you think what's a better passing team in the WNBA than the Aces? You don't have to tell me now.
The Minnesota Lynx.
Ooh. As a team, though,
the Minnesota Lynx.
To be continued. This is going to be a poll question. I'm about to put that out there. The Kelsey Plum trade was a win for the Sparks. Yay or nay? You already told me about that.
Nay.
Last question, yay or nay? The Chicago Sky, who hosted the All-Star game and had no All-Star representation, should be blown all the way up this offseason. Yay or nay?
No. I have so much respect for the Chicago Sky and what they have been through. Azrae Stevens out due to personal reasons. Rakia Jackson, early ACL tear. Dejanay Carrington misses 27 games. Now you got Sydney Taylor out with the groin injury. And they still have found ways to not be at the bottom.
Oh, hold on. I had two more yay or nays. Rewind. Seattle is tanking. Yay or nay?
Nay.
Connecticut is tanking. Yay or nay?
Nay, they just
aren't good. Tanking.
They aren't good.
They are not good, but they got to get rid of Anissa Morrow. Tanking. Absolutely tanking.
They didn't have to tank. They were losing.
Listen, they better figure something out because right now.
Hey, you know what? They may have been tanking. Because why was Anissa Morrow on the bench all those games?
I'm telling you.
Tank
City.
Yeah.
Tank City.
Yeah.
Tank City. Listen, and the crazy thing is, like, they're still 3 games better than Seattle.
I don't know what that's about.
In the loss column. All right, Tay, let's hit the parlays for the people, and then we're going to wrap it up. All right, here we go. Wednesday night game, Washington versus Dallas. We got Paige Beckers 20.5 points. Over or under?
Over.
I'm going to take the under because Washington, I think, is pretty stout defensively. Paige got the green light. She got like 10 green lights in a row, actually. She don't. Paige be like, good shot, bad shot, take a shot.
Yeah.
Thursday night game. This one will be on, I think, Amazon Prime. We definitely want to tune in for this one. We got Las Vegas and Indiana.
Ooh.
All right. Asia, 27.5 points. Over or under?
Don't put her on your parlay, guys. But she's going under. She has a really hard time with Aaliyah Boston.
She actually does have a tough time with Aaliyah Boston. Is the rest of Indiana's defense that doesn't show up.
Yeah.
Kelsey Mitchell, 23.5 points. Over or under?
Over.
Yeah, she's been hooping lately. Listen, man, thank y'all for tuning in. 2026 season, it just got better because Thesis Pieces is back.
I don't think we can call her that. That's Angel Reese's trademark.
Really?
Reese's Pieces.
Man. Nafisa Collier is back. Fee is back.
Here we go.
24-10 in our first game back. The Fever had 3 All-Stars. Their schedule is a little tough, you know. Can they separate and become a real contender? The young Washington Mystics, man, they're doing the thing. We learned what a siren is today. Right? Yeah. Cleveland just came out today. Detroit is coming in 2029. The Comets are coming back to Houston next year. Philly is coming in 2030. The league is growing fast. Maybe we can get some of that overseas talent like Sydney Taylor to come back. Yeah. Maybe there will be another spot in the league for a Kennedy Carter.
Maybe.
Who knows? All right, Tay, that's a wrap. We're in the third act, trade deadline, all-star game recap. Any last words, Tay? Any last words?
I need courtside tickets. Season. Houston Comets. That's what I got.
We need 2 tickets. One for Tay, one for me. We're going to give you great coverage of all home games for sure. If y'all want to send us to away games, we will be great at covering away games as well. We're going to give you great live interactive content from 2 fans of the game who actually know the game. That's the key. All right, man. Y'all follow us on IG at Cotie_consulting. That's COTY. COTY is short for Coach of the Year _consulting. Man, subscribe, leave us a comment, leave us a review, all of those different things. For WNBA Tay, my name is Michael Prejean. They call me Coach P. The people who really love me call me Peasy, and we'll see y'all next time.